In a landmark ruling, a federal judge in Maryland has blocked President Donald Trump's controversial executive order aimed at ending birthright citizenship, citing violations of the Constitution and federal law. The decision by Judge Deborah L. Boardman, an appointee of President Joe Biden, emerged after a hearing involving nonprofit organizations and anonymous expectant parents, who argued that innumerable children across the nation would be stripped of citizenship were Trump's order allowed to proceed. The executive order, announced by Trump on his first day in office, sought to bar federal recognition of citizenship for children born to undocumented parents, or those holding temporary legal status, starting February 9. However, Boardman found the order in conflict with the 14th Amendment's language, contradicted long-standing Supreme Court precedent, and countered over 2 centuries of citizenship by birth in the U.S. The executive order conflicts with the plain language of the 14th Amendment, contradicts 125-year-old binding Supreme Court precedent, and runs counter to our nation's 250-year history of citizenship by birth, Boardman stated. The ruling is particularly notable as it places a strong barrier against Trump's efforts to transform federal immigration policies, unless subsequently overturned by a higher court. Joseph Meade, representing the nonprofits challenging the order, emphasized that Trump's initiative could destabilize the citizenship status of countless Americans and complicate the current system, where citizenship is easily established through birth certificates. Despite the strong opposition, the Trump administration has remained steadfast in its defense, contending the president's authority to reshape citizenship definition. In contrast, Eric Hamilton, speaking for the Justice Department, argued that the 14th Amendment's requirement that citizenship be granted to individuals born subject to the jurisdiction of the U.S. empowers the president to impose restrictions. Hamilton also maintained that the amendment was intended solely for those with parental ties to the U.S. While Republican support in Congress fortifies Trump's stance, as evidenced by legislation proposed by Senators Lindsey Graham and Katie Britt, and representative actions like amicus briefs filed by House Republicans, the judge's ruling signals a pivotal judicial challenge to the administration's expansive reimagining of citizenship law.